Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews, now with Windows Mixed Reality as well. Today we're going to review Spellbound Spire VR. Spellbound Spire VR is a game released on the Steam store today for the HTC Vive, Valve Index, and the Oculus Rift. This was actually one of the demos that was released recently for the Steam event, but it's now a full game release. It is free to play, and it was made by a group of students from the Breda University of Applied Sciences by developer Option 44, and that is in the Netherlands. So congratulations to the students, you all did a great job. I did enjoy this game. Actually, I enjoyed the demo. However, be warned, you do need room scale to be able to play this game. I have a pretty small play space, and I was barely able to play this game with the smallest room configuration allowed, which is 1.5 meters times 1.5 meters. So if you don't have more than standing room, you'll probably will not be able to play this game. I was lucky. I was barely able to play this game. I really had to stretch the boundaries of my play space in order to play this game. I wish there was full locomotion, and smooth turning, but basically here you're just moving within your play space. So there is no locomotion, there is no turning. You have to move within your play space, and you have to actually physically turn. So yeah, you'll probably trip over your wires while you're playing this game. And actually, I got a good sweat playing this game, believe it or not. I was surprised by that. Did not expect that from playing this game. And this game is basically you're in a magical tower. This magical tower, and the tower messes with your mind. So there's different openings within the rooms, and you go through one, and you go through one area, and then you go to like a slightly different open area in that room, and you go to a completely different area. So you'll see different rooms depending on which side you're looking from. So it's kind of neat. And there's some upside down rooms. There's all kinds of tricky stuff, all kinds of mind tricks to mess with your perspective and what you think is going on. The puzzles start out very easy, just basically press the button, pull the lever, find the key. Very simple, but it soon does get a little bit more interesting and challenging, and you'll see that when you go along. And later on in this game, you'll get like these magical gloves that you add like magical powers to objects, and they'll be able to fly off, or you'll be able to throw them and they'll go farther. And that's pretty cool. And you'll also come across some portals where you'll be able to go through a certain area, and certain items you can get through that portal, and certain items you will not be able to. You got to figure out how to do that. So definitely the puzzles get interesting. I like the art style, very good. The thing this game really gets right is the aesthetics and the atmosphere. This game has a great atmosphere. You're always wondering what's going on in this mystery tower. You definitely want to explore and figure out what's going on, and it's very interesting to look at. Really good stuff by the students here. That's really where they did the best in this game. Unfortunately, I do have some bad things to talk about. So I did want to complete this game. I wanted to finish this game before reviewing it. I made 2 attempts. Unfortunately, during both attempts, I experienced game-breaking bugs. And so basically, I've given up at this point. Hopefully, the game gets patched up and those bugs get fixed. But I kind of lost my motivation to give it a third try after experiencing 2 game-breaking bugs. The first bug I experienced was I ended up on top of the building. So I ended up outside the map, overlooking at all the map and all the buildings. And I mean, it's a close perspective, but obviously it was bugged. So I was just going through one of the passageways available, and somehow I ended up on top of the building. I don't know how, but yeah. So from that point on, there was nothing I could do. I couldn't get back inside the building. I was completely on top of it, like almost hovering on top of it. So I had to quit and restart, and unfortunately your progress is not saved, so you have to start from the very beginning. That's not as bad as it sounds, because once you know what to do, you can go through it faster. Obviously, there is an achievement in this game where you're challenged to beat the game in 15 minutes or less, so you can definitely beat this game very quickly if you know what you're doing. The second bug I experienced is, and actually part of this video at the end, you can see that, where I have the magical gloves here that I'm getting, and I'm messing with this like orb that you can put your little magical glove powers on it. And I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to throw this orb into the right place so you can get it in a different room. That's what I was trying to do. During my attempts to do this, however, and I'm not even sure I was thrown in the right place, but that doesn't really matter. It didn't bug out when I was trying to throw it. It actually just bugged out while I had it in my hand, and it just kind of disappeared, vanished, never to be seen from again. And I couldn't find it. And basically I had to quit because I couldn't progress without having this orb in the right place. You need it for a different part, and it just vanished, disappeared, nowhere to be found. And that's when I decided to quit. So I really like this game. If I hadn't experienced the bugs I had experienced, I'd probably give this, at least a 7, maybe an 8. Might even be higher. I don't know. But with the game-breaking bugs I experienced, I just can't rate it at all. I'm going to be generous and just give it a no rating. I'm going to wait to see if this game gets updated or fixed. And once I finish the game, I'll revisit this review. But for right now, I would say be careful. You might want to download it. It is fun, and it seems like a good game, but it's just very bugged. Thank you. Goodbye.